In this tutorial, you're going to learn how to create a marker track within your Cubase project and how to add marker points within that marker track to identify important sections within your song. Look at the Cubase project here. It's a complicated, large song arrangement. Let's have a listen to the opening section. When working in the studio with large complex songs such as this, it's often important to be able to jump from one verse to another within the song. Using a marker track with marker points identifying the important song sections allows you to navigate around your music very easily and efficiently. Let's start by creating a new track. Click at the top of the Cubase project track list, go to the project menu and add track. And this time let's choose a marker track. Let's move it to the very top of the list and let's make sure that the vertical width is quite high. We now have a marker track within our Cubase project. We now need to think about where we need to put marker events or marker points within our song. We can do this in a number of ways. Firstly, we could listen to the song, and when we think we need a marker point, we can hit the insert key on the computer keyboard. Let's have an example. I'm going to try and hit the insert key at the point the music starts. So let's play. And I've tried to press the insert button at the point the music started. You can instantly see that this is not really very accurate. My inserted marker is at bar 3, 4, 4, 4. So this is not a very successful way of inserting your marker positions. Let's delete it, so select it and hit delete on the keyboard. Let's now get back to the beginning of the project and find a more effective way of inserting markers. Look at the Cubase transport bar and using your mouse, select a bar position. I know that the music is going to start at bar 4 beat 1, so I'm going to type that into my transport bar. I can now click on the Add Marker button within the marker track. So click. You can now see that I've inserted a marker at exactly bar 4 beat 1. So this is a much more accurate way of inserting markers within a marker track. This defines the first full bar of my music. I know that the first verse of my song begins at bar 12, so I select bar 12 within my Cubase transport bar. Make sure that it's an accurate position, so I can double click and type in bar 12. I can now go back, use the Add Marker button, and I've inserted marker point 2. Do the same now for the next bar. Verse 2 begins at bar 20, so type the value in and click Add Marker. I can now add another marker at bar 28 for chorus 1. I could carry on all the way through the song now adding markers. Bar 44 is the beginning of verse 3. Click Add Marker. Set the transport bar now to bar 52 and add marker. That's the beginning of verse 4. And finally, bar 60 and add marker for chorus 2. So I've now created 7 individual marker points within the marker track. Each of these is very useful. In my transport bar, you'll see the Jump to Marker section. This allows me to very quickly move the project cursor to any one of 15 marker positions within the Cubase project. For example, if I click on marker point 1, the Cubase project cursor jumps to marker point 1. If I click on marker position 4, the cursors jump to marker point 4, and so on. This allows me to navigate around my Cubase project very quickly and efficiently. The final part of marker tracks, and perhaps one of the most useful, is being able to name each marker. If you click on the Show Marker button within the transport bar, this opens up the Edit Marker window. Here you can see each of the 7 markers we've entered into the marker track. This window also gives me access to edit the position of each marker. I can also now click in the description column for each marker and enter a name. For example, marker 1 intro, marker 2 can be verse 1, marker 3 verse 2, marker point 4 chorus 1, marker 5, verse 3, marker 6, verse 4, and marker 7, chorus 2. If we now close the marker window and return to the project window, you'll see that my names for each marker are actually now displayed within the marker track on the project window. This means I can now select positions on the transport bar and very quickly find different positions in the song. I want to jump to chorus 2, marker 7. Back to the intro. And so forth. You should always create a marker track at the beginning of your project and insert marker positions to identify important sections of your songs. Once you've learnt how to create a marker track and add marker points, you'll wonder how you ever managed to navigate around your complex Cubase projects before.